All right, guys, welcome back to 2022's first episode of the Faddah Figures podcast.
Yay.
Yeah.
It's been a hot
Yeah.
minute, guys.
It is more like a hot months, weeks. It's been a while.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
It's
No,
been a
man.
while.
Hey, Maddie.
Yeah, Maddie's
Uh,
she's been naughty, man.
naughty.
I see the
Yeah.
videos. Yeah.
Christmas is done. She's
Naughty.
like, she has a few months to be naughty and then
I'm
get
just
back on Santa's good side later.
I don't know. She's just been, dude. Kevin. Oh man.
No, it's different. See, it's different for boys and girls, right?
I mean, people say that, but I don't know. I kind of miss when Maddie was just lays there. But we're like, oh, okay, she can't move. But I mean, I love that she's the way she is now, but it's just like, man, trying to entertain her all day. Like, she's not at that age where, okay, hey, here, you can entertain yourself. Go play with your toys. Like, she can play with her toys for maybe 5 minutes, and then she wants you to play with her
Yeah.
toy.
It's going to be like that for a while, man. Shaden's still like that.
Yeah, so I'm just like, I know you're not the center of attention right now. I know. Yeah, okay, here.
Can you see it?
Huh?
I'm not talking to Maddie.
Yeah, no, she can see, guys. Yeah. What? Hey. Oh my god. Here, come down. Oh, here, go. Oh my god.
What were you guys up to, Kevin? I haven't seen you guys in a while.
Man. Okay, so gosh, I can't remember the last time. When was our last episode?
Yeah?
Thanksgiving.
Was it before Thanksgiving?
Yeah,
It was a
before
Thanksgiving week.
Oh,
Or before Thanksgiving.
Before, yeah, it was before.
yeah. Oh, that's the last one. Wow. Well, then why don't we just start with that? How was your guys' Thanksgiving?
It was so long
Right.
ago. I don't know if I.
I mean, did you guys splurge? Did you guys, like take it easy as far as like the food?
Dude, I'm not gonna lie, I don't even remember my
Yeah, I
Thanksgiving.
can't remember.
It feels like so long ago.
I think it was chill though. I think mine's just chill mostly. I don't think I went too overboard. I didn't do any Black Friday shopping.
No, I didn't either. I think we just went over to Diana's parents' house and had a small little Thanksgiving dinner.
Okay, well, what about Christmas? What did you guys do for Christmas?
Christmas was kind of tough because that's when because Omicron's been like spreading like crazy, yeah.
Right.
So Diana's sister ended up catching it through her work, and then it kind of spread. So like, we didn't want to like bring Maddie because we're like, dude, like the whole house has it. So we ended up spending Christmas just me and her and Maddie at our house.
Okay.
And then New Year's we went to Chris's. Yeah.
Okay. For Christmas we didn't go out. We went to the these parents' house, and we spent like open presents there pretty much in the morning. And yeah, we didn't go out,
Did
just
Finn
like
get
everybody
any
else.
crazy toys?
Finn, not really. It's mostly like books. He has a lot of books.
That's good.
And then a lot of clothes. That was like the big thing this year: is clothes and books.
Make sure you invest in the thick pages. I forget what they're called. They have a specific name for them, but it's like almost like cardboard pages.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean,
Those
most
kind
of
of books?
most of his books are like, it's like it's thick.
The
Yeah.
thicker ones,
So it's,
yeah.
it's
Yeah.
easier for them to flip the pages so they understand. So, but Maddie, man, if you give her one of those like a regular book, those pages are gone. You rip those
Well-
pages right out the book.
So he also does have a book that's like where it's like I think tear resistant and water resistant,
like laminated almost probably.
Yeah, it's not totally laminated, but you can tell like when you grab it, it's
a
like
high gloss thing.
Yeah, it's like it's really really sturdy.
That's cool.
I mean,
because I remember Maddie's first book was like a cloth book.
Mm-hmm.
It was only literally
yeah.
pages, and it had like different things on it, numbers, colors, and she could chew on it, she could crumble it, like it was cool. So that was her first book, and then we transitioned her to really thick, like 4 or 5 pages max on books and stuff. And she's good now.
Yeah. So, so that's pretty much that's all he got for Christmas. And then New Year's, we were gonna come to the parents' house, but Dee thought it was better to just stay home. So we just stayed home and, stayed away. And it's good for where I live where we live because, it's all townhomes, right? So nobody can light fireworks over there. So the only fireworks that were around us was like maybe like the surrounding neighborhoods that weren't immediately close to us. So we there are a lot of people doing aerials and everything, but definitely not as crazy as like Waipahu or any of the major places that usually have aerials.
We still have people popping fireworks every now and then. I'm just like,
oh yeah, I still hear too.
They're not supposed to pop inside of our community as well, but they're going off, man.
Like if I was a police officer, like it's a joke. Like it's literally
it's
a middle finger to every police officer. Like we don't care about you. Like whatever. I'm just like, this should be such an easy problem to fix.
I mean, it's not though. If you think about how many people are doing it and how many cops they have.
Dude, I'm telling you right now, all you need to do is put all your resources to the docks.
Okay. Well, you're talking about stopping it from getting in here. Okay.
Dude, because they're not getting it mailed here.
I thought you're talking about like on New Year's Eve.
No. You cannot stop. Yeah, that's just too much. They don't have enough manpower. But if you literally find who's getting paid off at the docks, stop the shipments coming in, because that lady that got caught that had like what was it? Like it was a ridiculous amount of fireworks in her house that she got caught for.
I didn't hear.
I didn't buy that on Amazon.
Was it this year?
Yeah, it was this year. It was on the news. It was like this. It was a massive layout. Like I was like, that lady got that stuff shipped here on a container. She paid someone off. You just gotta find who that is.
But going back, that is like somewhat of a tradition in Hawaii, though.
Yeah, but remember we were talking about Diana, the tradition?
Yeah.
And from what I'm not a local here.
On New Year's Eve.
It's on New Year's Eve.
Yes.
And 4th of July, which, hey, go all out. You want to freaking pop fireworks on New Year's Eve, knock yourself out. 4th of July, knock yourself out. Christmas Day, F you.
Yeah. So those people are ruining it for everybody else.
Pacquiao wins a fight, F you again. Like, that's not a tradition.
I mean,
that's Halloween.
I could deal with the Pacquiao winning and the Max winning because it's usually like around 8, like 7, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock.
No, but some of them are like 3 o'clock in the morning.
Okay, that's different. That's not because Pacquiao won. That's because they're just like either drunk and hungover or high.
Like, if I can prepare for it, prepare Maddie, the dog, Bella, she freaks out. Like I'm all about it, but man, when you pop, be considerate, dude.
Yeah. But that's why you can't stop it at the barge because it's just gonna ruin it for everybody else.
And if that was the case, it would have happened a long time ago.
Yeah.
No, because I'm telling you, I don't think the city really wants to stop it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
They're like, whatever.
If they really want to stop it, it would have been stopped.
Yeah. I'm like, if that's the case, take the law out.
High on their party list.
Like, I don't understand why even remind us on the news.
If they took the law away, whoa.
Have you lived here, James, when it was not a law? Like when it was legal to have fireworks?
I don't know when it changed into a law.
Yeah, I can't remember exactly either. but
I mean, I've
just
been
remember it being
2006.
part of my childhood. Oh,
Like,
I
you
think
could
it was
have-
before that.
Yeah, you can have fireworks, but you couldn't have aerials.
Yeah. No, but like before they made the permit, I think it was before 2006.
Oh yeah,
'cause-
yeah.
yeah.
I
Oh,
don't know. It just irritates me when people, and some of them, they're not even fireworks. It's just like shoots up and boom. It's like bombs. I'm like,
bombs.
like you're just a dick. Like that has no aesthetic. Like there's nothing about that that's cool. Like you're just doing it to piss people off, put people's car alarms going off, and piss off people that's trying to sleep. That's
I can like feel like it makes my heart skip a beat. Like when I feel some of them, like, boom, it's like oh shit.
Like thank God Maddie doesn't freak out. Like she'll hear loud bangs and she's just like whatever, keep on playing. So I'm like cool, but
she's used to it. She's
it's
tradition for her.
Dude, if she freaked out, I'd be hella pissed. Or if I had like PTSD, I'd be.
See that's the people I feel for is the ones that have.
Because those bangs, man. I mean, I've never been downrange. I don't know if Kevin, you can talk about it, but like having bombs going off, like in Iraq and all that, Afghanistan, like I don't know if it's comparable to what we hear here.
Yeah, it is. It is.
But I'm like, I can't imagine having that and have it be a trigger and
yeah.
Oh no, I have one of my buddies that that deployed with me. He doesn't have PTSD, but he like because of what we experienced in Iraq, he does not like fireworks at all. Like when like New Year's Eve and July 4th comes around, he stays in his house with his dog because his dog hates fireworks as well, and they just like cuddle with each other and just like wear earplugs and
and it pisses me off. Like we have like our community has like a Ho'opili like Facebook group or whatever, and people will post like hey, like this one guy did like a post about like, hey, I'm not for or against fireworks or whatever, but let's just try to be considerate for people that don't be popping them 3 o'clock in the morning. Let's be considerate of people that have kids, like PTSD. Like I served, and I know that this is serious. And there's like trolls, dude, freaking trolls that will comment some bullshit like, if you don't like it, leave Hawaii. Put on some Hetman. I was like, and it's all fake accounts. They're not real. Like, man, I swear to God.
Or like private accounts with like no pictures of themselves.
Every one of those dudes in the face. I'm like, and then one comment pissed me off. Like, I wanted to comment on it, but I was like, no, because my comment's not going to change anything. It's just going to piss me off even more. But there's this one guy that commented, man, you know what? I served. Suck it up. And I'm just like, obviously, you probably never saw combat. Like you probably did serve, but you didn't see any kind of combat. Because for you to say that to another service member, that's bullshit. Like that's so, like I was just like I wanted to comment so bad, and then he ended up taking it down a couple hours later because someone probably commented on it or something.
Yeah.
But I was like, so bullshit, dude. Like that's one thing that I don't understand about Hawaii. It's like, if it's for them, they're all about like, they'll embrace it. But if it's against them, they're all about like, oh, if you don't like it, leave Hawaii. Leave Hawaii, But then it's like, you can't have it both ways, dude. It's like, oh, people coming here, freaking, they need to leave. It's like, dude, like you need to, like, I don't know. It just pisses me off when people have that kind of mentality here in Hawaii, like telling other people like, leave if you don't like, leave our island. But then if something's changing, they're like, oh, they can't make us do that or whatever. It's like, it's so freaking stupid. I don't know. I need to stop talking about it. I get so freaking heated up. I'm just like, oh.
So what is a typical New Year's Eve? I mean, in the mainland, like where were you before you came here? Like right before you came here.
2 years in Washington, Texas, California.
It's like when you were old enough, like before, like after you're 21, what's a typical?
Dude, we go see fireworks, and that's it. No one pops fireworks the next day.
You go see it, like you go see.
Yeah, we go see it like at some place, or I've been to where they pop fireworks at some field. you know, people, because some places fireworks isn't illegal. Like you can pop them up all day, but it's like at that you pop them on New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it where they pop it in February. Oh, we have some fireworks left over. Let's pop them in February.
I mean, I'm sure there is, like in like some country, like deep.
I'm sure there is.
No neighbors, yeah.
I've never heard that.
Or like in the city or suburbs,
like Texas, you pull that shit off, dude. Texas is open carry. You don't want to piss people off that have open carry in Texas, dude. You're gonna hear some pops, and those aren't some fireworks. But I don't know. I just don't.
So where have you been though? Like before, like where were you that it was legal to pop fireworks in the mainland? Have you been anywhere?
Florida, I think was legal when I was there. Mississippi was legal. A couple of my friends when I was there in Mississippi, they popped fireworks. Texas, I want to say, to be honest, when I was in California, I don't know if it was legal or illegal, but people popped them.
Huh.
In Washington, I didn't pop any. We went to like an actual like event, and they pop, like, you know, they do it in Honolulu.
Like, have you guys ever been to Schofield on like 4th of July?
I haven't.
Yeah. Man.
Oh yeah, I know they go off.
Yeah, on 4th of July. I've been there a few times. I was just wondering if it's something like that where they have like carnival rides and stuff like that, and like it's like a fair almost with like a firework show at the end.
Yeah.
But it's nothing like here, like no like loud aerials, like explosions, bombs, like.
I mean, there's explosion bomb, but it's just it goes off at New Year's Eve.
Oh yeah.
That's my thing. Like, I'm not, dude. Pop them. You can pop them all day on New Year's Eve, all night till 6 o'clock in the morning on New Year's Eve. You want to waste money? You know, do it. You want to spend $1,000? Poof, gone. Do it. Whatever. Do it. February.
Well, that's what they say, right? Like when you light fireworks, you're literally lighting up your money.
Yeah.
I'm just like, don't tell me it's a tradition. Like Dinah was like, she was explaining to me, like, people are they're saying popping the fireworks is tradition. But it's like, no. Tradition is popping it on 4th of July and New Year's Eve. Tradition is not popping fireworks anytime you want.
I think a lot of it at like the weeks leading up to New Year's Eve. So like, I want to say a lot of it starts like after like November 1st. People start getting their shipments in, and then like when they're selling it, they have to show the people, right, like what they're getting. So I feel like a lot of those like single offs throughout the weeks is like people showing them like, okay, this is what it is.
Yeah. And then I want to even make it like, you know, on the news, I think they said like there are some people that had to go to the hospital or ER due to fireworks. I was like, you know what? All those people, your insurance shouldn't cover that. You're gonna pay out of pocket.
It shouldn't. I'll be fine.
If you're popping illegal fireworks, your insurance is not gonna cover it. Pay out of pocket.
That should be how it is.
Yeah. That's smart. I'm just like, if you're dumb for popping a freaking aerial that was illegal and it misfired and you got freaking hurt, you're stupid.
Yeah.
But I'm just I get so pissed off.
You're very heated about this topic.
Because it's just like,
it's just an outsider. That's why I'm just hitting.
Like I'll put Maddie to sleep, and like around 9 o'clock, like 9:30, boom, like a massive boom. What car alarms are going off? And I'm looking at my camera at Maddie, making sure she didn't wake up. Thank God she doesn't wake up. But man, if she woke up, I guarantee I'm gonna put on my shoes. I'm gonna
be twice as pissed. If he's this pissed and she didn't wake up,
I'm gonna look for that person, dude, because it's around here. They're popping them off in this construction sites.
I almost guarantee you wouldn't be able to find them there.
I know. I was almost gonna buy a drone. I was thinking, you know what? I'm gonna be the firework patrol. I'm gonna freaking get all this camera. I'm gonna get their faces. I'm gonna fly their faces, and I'm gonna send all the files to HPD. And look, you need me to testify? I will testify.
You're gonna need a very expensive drone to get their faces from that.
I'll do it. I will do it. Yeah, but it's never gonna go away, man. I'm gonna have to move to some city that doesn't have fireworks.
Yeah,
Here in
it's
Hawaii.
just part of. It is part of Hawaii, unfortunately.
No, I'm sure there's certain parts of Hawaii that there's not. It's not like you said, Waipahu, have a beach.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's not like this if you go to like I don't know, freaking I don't even know like a bunch of old people. You gotta go where there's a bunch of old people because they're not gonna pop fireworks.
I'm sure it's everywhere. Is it like that in Hawaii, Kevin?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It's everywhere.
bro. It's just
This
everywhere.
actually,
I don't know,
it's
man.
actually even more so in Hawaii, Kai, because people got money.
Yeah.
They got money and they have
Oh.
connections, so they're gonna, they're gonna buy whatever they want.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna pray that it rains.
Well, see, that's the thing, right? So it was raining, so
Yeah.
everybody thought like, oh, so what are people gonna do? How are they gonna light their fireworks with rain, with weather and everything? But that didn't stop them.
Yeah. So I
It
just
slowed them down a little bit, but I
Yeah.
heard Kaneohe side was raining hard, so there wasn't much over there though.
Oh hey.
Oh,
Oh,
here's
jeez.
welcome to the show, Finley. Say hello to Uncle Chris and Uncle James. And
What is
are you gonna hang out with us for a little bit as we
How's he
talk story?
doing? How's he been?
Oh, he is growing every day.
He looks
This
big.
kid is like he's getting longer and
Yeah.
he's getting heavier.
Yeah.
And yeah,
How much
so
does he weigh
like
right now?
to be honest, I'm not sure, but
Okay.
the last time he went to the doctor, he weighed, how much did you weigh? I think he was like 12 pounds or
Okay.
14 pounds, I think. Yeah, something like that.
Heavy, bro.
But yeah, he's getting big, man. Look at these thighs.
He's just cruising too.
Yeah, he's good. That's a good thing about so he just turned 3 months last month.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna be 4 months like in 8 days.
Okay.
And yeah, so and I noticed like as he gets older, he's more chill. Like he can just hang out like this, and he's just fine, as long as he's fed and he's changed and if he sleeps, then yeah. I mean, it's like I didn't realize how, I don't want to say easy it was to take care of baby, but it's like it's one of those three things, right?
Yeah.
It's hungry, needs to be changed, or he needs to sleep.
Yeah.
It's one of those three things.
Well, I hope you don't get the witching hour.
Well, so I mean, so he is teething, right? So he's like he has his hand in his mouth. He's like he needs to. It's very itchy. I know his gums are itchy because he's always trying to put something in his mouth that doesn't involve like a pacifier.
Yeah,
So
because Maddie, man, her witching hour was bad. She would cry, and it was just like we couldn't do anything. We just had to let her cry it out, and we're just like there was nothing we could do. She wasn't hungry. She just would cry, and I was just like, dang, man, it's just so draining. But
yeah,
I hope you won't have that.
Well, I mean, like there are moments where like he'll cry and it's like we've done, those three things and he's still, and sometimes it's just like he just needs to do this.
Yeah.
That's all he just needs to do. He just, he just wants to be with the action. Yeah. He wants to be with the action. He wants to know what's going on. We call him the supervisor because he always follows where people are going. Like he just sits in his chair, and then he watches everybody walk by, and he follows them like full on, like the eyes and the head, like swerving.
Very observant.
What's his sleep schedule been?
So like during the night, he's a dream. Like he's out. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, there's a couple of nights where, it takes some time, but like during the nighttime, it's so weird. It's like once he goes to sleep, he stays asleep.
Yeah.
But during the daytime, like he only takes these small cat naps. Like he'll take like
Yeah.
half an hour here, half an hour there. But yeah, like daytime, he doesn't sleep longer than an hour
Yeah,
during the
Maddie was
daytime.
like that too in the daytime. And at night, when she crashed, she was out for a good 10, 12 hours.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And it's crazy because I think the longest that he slept is maybe 10 hours
Yeah.
that, that he's slept the whole way through. And I'm just like, man, how can you do that? Like, I wish
So like
Daddy
you man,
needs to,
eat, poop, and sleep.
like, that's what, and like the junk part is it's like so so like me and D were like on this schedule where it's like, he'll sleep depending on what kind of night it is. He'll sleep like around like 7, 8 o'clock. He'll go sleep, and then we don't want him to sleep all the way through. We want to like wake him up, so wake him up like just before like 11 or before midnight, so he can go sleep you know the whole way through. But I mean, this kid, man, he knows, like, for some reason, he just knows. It's like his body clock knows when to wake up, because it's always around the same time. It's always around like 5 o'clock,
Yep.
5 in the morning. He knows. It's like, oh, his body, like, hey, it's time to wake up. So he wakes up and he wakes mommy and daddy up.
He's ready for
And
work. It's just
Yeah. Hungry. He's ready to eat, man. He freaking hasn't eaten in 10 hours.
like, man, no, like, okay, he'll we'll wake him up, right? We'll wake him up, we'll feed him. Like, I promise he'll eat like around midnight. He'll go sleep, he'll wake up at 5. Like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
He's on a schedule.
Yeah, he's on a schedule. It's
Enjoy
crazy.
this time, because I know some of my friends, man, their baby wakes up like every 2 hours still at night or something like that. I'm like, I can't
Oh
imagine.
no, yeah, he
Shizan
is a
did that till
blessed.
Shizan did that till he was like 2 years old, I think.
That's nuts, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's good, and I'm sure it's good. I know it's gonna get better the older he gets.
And
Does he get
Shizan,
better?
no, I have a story. I was gonna say, Shizan, he started having nightmares. So, and to preface the story though, before he goes to sleep, like we make him say prayer and stuff. So he prays before he goes to sleep,
Mhm.
and then he prays to have like good dreams and like stuff like that.
Yeah.
So the other night, it was just this past week. I was laying down, and then it was probably like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, and then I just hear him like saying, "Dear Jesus, make us have good dreams, Amen." And he kept saying that, "Dear Jesus, make us have good dreams, Amen." I'm like, what the heck is this kid doing? Like usually he does that if he can't go to sleep. Usually he'll do that as a trigger to kind of tell his brain to like go to sleep.
Yeah.
So I'm like, this kid is like up still yet? And then he turns around and he tells me, "Oh, Daddy, I had a nightmare." And I'm like, frick. But he's not crying. I'm like, that's weird. I was like, well, okay. So I was like, well, what was the dream? And like, I'm still like, my eyes are closed. I'm not even looking at him, but my eyes are closed. I'm trying to sleep. I'm like, well, what was a dream? And so he's telling it to me. I'm like, all right. I was like, well, you prayed to Jesus. I was like, that's good. Let's just go to sleep because it's just a dream. And so I prayed for him, and then I was like, okay, we'll go to sleep, and he fell asleep. But I was proud that he actually, his first thought was to like pray to Jesus, and I was like, oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That he
That's
thought
good.
to pray first, and then he decided to tell me, and he didn't just wake up screaming. I was like, oh.
Yeah, that's good.
But yeah, he
Yeah.
still wakes up every so often.
It's so funny. So, I don't think I told you guys did I tell you guys about his christening story?
No.
Okay, so we went to go get him baptized, right? And when we went, there was like him, me and Dee's family and my family on one side, and then on the other side had like a bunch of other people that I don't recognize. And I guess there was another family there that had somebody that they're going to get baptized as well. Well, okay, and and everybody's wearing their mask and everything, but like it was so quiet. You could hear a pin drop. And then so this kid, you know, he's starting to get fussy, so he starts, you know, crying. I'm like, oh, you know, and you know, it's so shame, yeah. It's like
Yeah.
when it's completely silent,
Yeah.
and the only thing that's making noise is your baby,
Yeah.
and
But you
you're
know
like,
what's weird?
you
You know
feel
what's
so
weird?
embarrassed. You're like, oh my
It was
god, what are you
embarrassing
doing?
as the parent, but I feel like everyone else does not care because they understand it as a child.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
it's
Everyone that
weird.
has a kid understands.
Yeah,
yeah.
It's not like they
Well,
tell you,
but you know, I mean, you don't know that, right? You're just like,
yeah. But
y-
as the parent, like the first thing in your head is like, God dang it, it's like embarrassing.
right. It's like you just want to like put like a muffle or something,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
or like remove yourself from
on
the
him,
situation
like,
or something.
and you know, he's like, "Ah, so, you
He's
know, the first thing
laughing,
we do
you
is like,
know.
okay, I think he's hungry, so he put a bottle in his mouth, boom, stops, right, and then as he's drinking a bottle, like the grandma's feeding him, yeah, and then she's like, oh, he's doing his business, and then so I'm like, oh no, and who's the only one that changes him when it comes to poo? This guy. I'm the one that does it. So like of course he does his business. I gotta take him to the back of the church. There's no table where I can, you know, put him down. I have to go into one of the pews and, you know, put the pad down and do all the everything that's necessary to change him. I change him, and then you know we go on with the christening, and everything goes pretty smooth. I mean, I think when they put the water on him, he 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 didn't cry that much. He was okay. Like, man, this kid loves bath time. He
good.
loves bath time.
That's good.
Yeah, like, you know, he'll just sit in the tub like Jabba the Hutt, you know, like just soak in, like we just pour the water on him and just like he just cruises. Um, but yeah, so that was good. That was, yeah, we had his christening. What was it? 2 months? Or no, wait, oh, it's like the Wednesday before Thanksgiving. So
Okay.
yeah, because so Thanksgiving was the next day, so we had his christening. Um, so yeah, it was good, and you know, and the priest. What's the matter? Okay, come, mommy. Okay, wait.
Come here. Wait. Okay.
Okay. Um. So
Hi guys.
the oh,
Yo.
they said hi. They said hi.
Yeah, we can hear.
Um. Well, no, anyways, the priest said they're like, oh, after, you know, after he's baptized, don't let this be the last time he comes to church. You know, before, um, like I'm gonna see him when he's 7 years old. You know, and we're like, no, yeah, we're gonna come to church more often. You know, but you know, it doesn't help with COVID. You know, because
Yeah.
you know we didn't go to Christmas mass.
Math. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, it's
Yeah, it's
Crazy,
hard.
dude.
It's hard, man. It's definitely rough with this
yeah, like,
coronavirus.
and the, you know, and the like the like it's weird because I don't want to say it's like the norm, you know,
Yeah.
and now, like, you know, it's affecting not only um you know, before, like, I want to say last, maybe mid last year, you know, it's like you didn't really know anybody that had COVID, right?
Yeah.
You know, it's like, oh, it's just like maybe if you knew somebody, it was through somebody else,
Yeah.
or you know, it was not like nobody really close to you, right?
Yeah.
Now it's, you know, like I have coworkers that
Yeah.
are
Yeah.
catching COVID, or
Yeah.
they're exposed
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
someone who has COVID,
No, that's what I was
or
telling James this week. Like, it's just getting more like, I don't want to say real, but it's getting closer because you can, before the numbers are high, but like you said, you didn't know anybody, but now the numbers are high, and you can put faces to these numbers now, and it's like these are
yeah,
actual people that you know, and it's like it's just crazy.
And then I found out those numbers don't include home tests.
Oh yeah, I mean,
So
there's
that's what I was
well,
like.
definitely
Those numbers are even bigger for people that are taking home tests and they're getting positive, and for people that don't even take tests.
yeah,
Just
yeah,
so, you know, funny thing about those home tests, right? Like, they're not super accurate.
Yeah.
because I've known people that gotten false positives and
Mhm.
some people that got false negatives.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's like it it's hard. It's hard to gauge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just hard to gauge. It's like it's good to have it, but the only way you can be safe is to actually do a regular PCR
Yeah.
test.
And I was telling
Um,
Chris, I was like, I think it's just a matter of time. I've just come to the realization it's just a matter of time until I'm going to get it.
Yeah.
Like schools, like, we're getting left and right, kids are getting it. And it's just going to be a matter of time where a kid's going to give it to me. And I'm not too worried about myself. It's just more Maddie.
right,
Like,
right.
I don't
And
want to get her. She has some complications. And
yeah, no, same thing. Yeah, D2. She's worried. She's worried about Finn, and as I am I. Um, and it's like you just it's you just gotta be as safe as you can.
yeah.
You know, it's and a lot of it too is just common sense. Like
Yeah.
common sense kind. Like obviously, you know, if you're going to concerts, there's a chance you can get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I had one of my actually what I told you, right, one of my coworkers got COVID, and this guy, he went to a concert at Bishop Museum.
Yeah.
Like obviously you got it from the concert. Hello.
Yeah.
And so like, and it's not only affecting my workplace, but it's affecting other companies that we work with that we need in order to do our job. So it's like,
Uh-huh.
yeah. So it's just, yeah. It's like I would say it's the norm pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It pretty much is. I don't think this is going to go away anytime soon.
Yeah.
And I feel like the booster is just going to come norm. Every year you're going to have to get a booster shot.
Yeah, just like how we get the flu.
Yeah, just like how we get the
vaccine.
flu shot. And
Yeah.
but yeah, it's crazy. Like I've known so many close family members, friends that have gotten it. I'm just like, oh man, it's just, yeah, it's crazy, man.
It's just crazy to think that we're like going on the third year with it, and like, it's spiking major higher than it's ever been. And
now they're saying like the cloth masks aren't effect that as with Omicron, whatever. It's not as effective, and you got to get the what is it,
KN95. It's just crazy.
I was just like, oh man. Our school ended up buying a couple of those masks for us, and Diana bought a couple because I know she had a couple coworkers too that got it. So I was like,
it's just so hard. Like, did the CDC say that? Like,
I think it was the CDC that said that. Yeah,
it's
but it's weird. The
crazy.
CDC also said like now you have to be quarantined only for 5 days, which to me that doesn't make any sense.
Like, I feel like I don't want to be one of those like conspiracy theorists, but like sometimes I feel like that is just because all these mask companies made these N95s, and they're like, shit, no one's buying it because they all make cloth masks now. So they're like, hey, dude, CDC, just tell them that those suck and buy ours. It's like sometimes that's what it feels like. It's like
I wouldn't be surprised if that's
the KN95 KN95 masks are actually from Korea. Did you know that?
No, the KF one though.
The KF insurance, not the KN.
The KN is somewhere else. I think KN is like Europe or something, and the Korean one is because I was looking at it. I think it's KF 94 or 93 or something like that. But they're like all sold out on Amazon. I was trying to find the Korean ones. They're either sold out or they're hella expensive. I'm like, no, I'm not paying. I'm not paying $100 something bucks, something like that, for freaking 100 masks. I'm like, no, I'm fine.
Like it's just so hard to believe. Like I bought some like N95 ones too, but I was just like, I just don't want to believe it. It's just crazy to think that they said that. It's like for 2 whole years you guys are telling us it's freaking okay, and all of a sudden this new freaking variant somehow became smaller to go through it. It's like, come on, guys. Like
it I don't know. And then I know like military right now, if you're vaccinated, you don't have to wear masks.
Bro, yeah, like it's crazy.
But I don't know if they're gonna change that now.
I don't know,
'Cause,
man.
like,
Schofield bowling alleys like that. Like it's like
you don't have to wear a mask.
if you're vaccinated, you don't.
See, that's so weird. See, my whole thing about vaccination is you can still spread it.
Thank you. Yes, thank
Like,
you.
if we're trying to control the spread, I don't understand the concept of people saying, "Oh, if you're vaccinated, like you don't have to quarantine if you show symptoms. Just wear your mask and come to work." I'm like, how does that make sense at all? Like, I don't know.
Bro, there's been so many number of people that go around and I have my mask on, and they're like, "Oh, I'm sorry. Do you want me to wear a mask?" And like, I don't be rude. I'm like, "Nah, it's fine. Like, if you're comfortable, I'm just gonna wear a mask to protect myself and as much as possible you." And they're like, "Oh, okay, it's okay. I'm vaccinated anyways." And in my head, I'm like, "What the heck does that matter? Like, you can still have it and spread it." Like, I'm like, that doesn't make any sense.
That's all that.
It's like I know a lot of vaccinated people that have it, dude. Like that's not like that doesn't mean you're like immune to it at all. It's like it's crazy that people say that kind of stuff. When people say that, I'm just like, are you serious? Like that really doesn't matter.
So it's on a good note. Like, I started out 2022 strong. I have worked out for 3 days. Every other day
Nice.
I run. So we'll see. We'll see how
Yeah,
long
I'm
that-
gonna start next week. I'm gonna start next week. No,
But
for
I'm
reals, for reals. I'm like
serious, guys. I
I'm
think-
going back to Zeus next
Yeah.
week.
Seriously, I think we need to really put out a challenge for the Faddah
Oh,
Figures.
so
You do your own thing. Like, I'm gonna do my run because I have my PT test coming up, and I really need to get that squared away. And I also want to lose weight. Like, I really want to lose 20 pounds. Like that. I really want to do that. But we should all have some type of goal to keep ourselves on track. Chris, I'm more talking to you because I'm not ever gonna do it.
well, I mean, you're still busy with work, right, Chris?
I'm super busy. You don't even know.
Don't
I'm
lie,
a
bro.
heck of busy.
You ain't busy right now.
I'm busy doing this podcast.
Yeah.
I mean, like, because
30 minutes out of your day, Chris.
I wish I
I
could
mean,
find
like
30
you know,
minutes.
like me and D, we actually, we actually wrote down our goals for this year, and like what we want to do and stuff, and it's a good way of like visualizing, which because like it's easy to just say it in your head or tell somebody, oh yeah, this is what I want to do, but you can't, it's not in writing or
Vision
nobody
boards,
can
man.
actually
Vision
see it.
boards are
They'll just forget
super
about it.
legit.
They say writing it down is pretty powerful. Like
Yep.
writing it down somewhere, it's real now. It's
Yep.
tangible.
Yeah, right.
And you put it on a post-it note, put it on your mirror when you brush your
Keeps you
teeth.
accountable.
You're
Yeah.
constantly looking at it.
Yeah, so I suggest you guys do that. Even you, Chris.
Well, I mean, I've got vision boards. It's more financially, but I don't got time for no physical.
What do you mean? What do you
vision
mean?
board.
What do
You don't
mean?
want to be like me and about to turn 40 and be like, damn, I'm way behind of where I should be. Because the older you get, the harder it is to get back into.
Well, I've got like 6 years before that. So
What is your
I'm gonna-
birthday, James? When is your birthday?
January 23rd.
Okay, so pretty soon then you're gonna turn 40.
Pretty soon, man. I can't believe I'm gonna be 40. Like, that's
So
Well, yeah, no,
I've got a few more years.
I'm turning
I've got a-
I'm turning 40 this year too. But in October.
it's
So-
crazy, man.
Yeah,
I really wanted this year to be about health. I really want to get, especially with COVID and everything, man. Like, I don't know how I'm gonna react to it, especially with all this scare about the freaking doctors and having me do all these kind of crazy tests. Kind of freaked out a little bit. I was like,
did you do
dude,
your test this week?
I did my blood work yesterday, and then I'm supposed to do a virtual conference with him, I think next week. He's gonna go over my results, but hopefully everything's all good now because I feel fine. My headaches are gone. I don't feel sick.
I didn't tell you there's nothing wrong with you, sir. Mr. Rowe,
Yeah,
there's nothing wrong with you. It was all in your head.
You never know these
You're
days.
a hypochondriac.
Hey, but
Like-
you know what? So ever since I've been on the CPAP machine, huge difference when it comes to like, I mean, like there's some days I'm tired, and that's only because I don't get enough sleep. But like, the headaches that I usually get when every day, they're gone. I don't have any headaches. My mouth's not dry. My yes, like that machine works wonders.
Do
So
you have it for your whole nose and mouth?
no, just my nose.
Okay. Do you have a chin strap?
No.
Or you already know. You already sleep with your mouth closed.
Yeah, I sleep with my mouth closed.
Oh, you're lucky. Yeah. I had to get a freaking chin strap, man. I look so stupid in that thing. I'd have to put this chin strap on, put the damn mask on. I just look like, damn, man. I feel like I'm about to go into space or something.
It is, like, to be honest, it is weird. Like, just breathing through your nose. It's super weird, but I mean,
dude, you should have one that covers your nose and your mouth. I have a spare only because when you're sick and you can't breathe through your nose.
Oh yeah, that's one thing that I do. Yeah, like
I was just gonna ask that.
Yeah, so I have a spare
sinus problem.
Sinus. I'll put the freaking full mask on. I'll just breathe through my mouth, but then it's just weird because I don't usually breathe through my mouth. So it's just I'm like whatever. I'll just do it.
Yeah. No, yeah, I know what you mean. And I was thinking about that too because there was a couple nights where like I'll get my allergies and my nose would get stuffy and it's like and then usually it'll go away before I go sleep. But
on your nose one, do you have a valve where a very like it shoots air at a very solid like my nose has one and it's so funny. Like I can aim it to hit Maddie in the face and it's just like it's not like it doesn't hurt, but it's just like a constant like it's just so funny. I'll be like,
it shoots air out.
Yeah, it shoots. I think it's like a pressure, but I don't know what it.
It's like it just releases releases air, so it's not.
I'm assuming all the air you're not going to take in through your nose, so the excess air needs to get out somewhere.
Well, yeah, I mean when you exhale, right? When you exhale, yeah.
But it's funny. There's like this solid.
Yeah. Well, because like so they have the valve right at the nose, and they also have another valve. Well, I mean, I don't know which one you have, but
I only have the valve in the front.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I have one where it's like in the on the nose and then also in the back too.
Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah, because I just have my nose and everything's just straps, and it's so funny. When I first wore the nose thing, I strapped that sucker hard, and when I wake up, you would see this like red, like my god, it's so tight, and then I'll start breaking out. Now I kind of wear it loose a little bit.
I wear mine's not super loose. I mean, loose enough to where there's a seal. But seal. Not loose where air's coming out.
Yeah, but it's funny. Like if I move my head a certain way, sometimes the seal will break and it's loud. If you break that seal, it's like, like it's so freaking loud. Diana would like slap me.
Oh my god.
Oh my bad.
Okay, so I have to mention this because James, you have sleep apnea as well. But so I went to go see Joe Coy, the comedian. I went to go see him. Hey, hi, Chajan. How you doing?
Hey.
Good. Wow, your hair is long, buddy.
Jealous of your hair, man. This is all my hair just goes straight out, like your dad, Chris. It just goes out. You can't style it.
Yeah, we don't have hair like you.
But yeah, you're Joe Coy.
Anyway, so Joe Coy, so he has sleep apnea as well, right? Mm-hmm. So he has this one bit. He's talking. He said he went to, so he's talking about the pandemic and talking about the different things that people have to do in their daily lives, right? And one of them is wearing masks. And so, he said he doesn't like to wear a mask because, he just doesn't like to wear one. So he went to Home Depot and he was walking in and he didn't have his mask on, and the security stopped him. And they told him like, hey, you're gonna have to put your mask on. And he's like, oh, well, I have a medical exemption. And they're like, oh, really? What is it? And then he's like, I just have one. Why can't you just let me in? And then they're like, well, I mean, why can't you just tell me? If you tell me, then then I'll let you in. He's like, and he was kind of like just trying to push it. So he's like, okay, I have sleep apnea, and they're like, what's that? They're like, well, it's hard for me to breathe when I'm sleeping. My airway closes in my throat. And then he's like, wow, um what do you do for it? And then he's like, well, there's this machine that's connected to me that that helps me breathe at night. And he's like, oh, so how does that machine help you? And he's like, well, there's this tube that that comes from the machine, and it pushes air into it. And he's like,
Yes.
so where does the
There you
tube
go, Dad.
connect to? And he's like,
Watching
it connects to a mask. And he goes, damn it. So he goes back to the car to get a mask. And then he also talks about, he's like, he starts explaining to like the audience. He's like, oh, well, I know it's like, guys, you might not know it, but you might have sleep apnea. And then he's like, yeah, see, look, I see some girls pointing to their husband, the boyfriend. They're saying, yeah, he has it. And then he's like, here, this is how you know if you have sleep apnea. If at nighttime, and he's telling all the girls, right? He's like, ladies, look at your man when he's sleeping. If it looks like he's giving head to a ghost, that means he has sleep apnea. The way he's doing, he's like, it's so funny. But yeah,
that's a good one. Yeah. Oh man, but guys, dude, I'm gonna have to cut short for tonight only because, man, I got drilled, dude. I gotta wake up early, catch a flight. But it was good catching up with you guys like always. Hopefully we can, keep this up next Friday. Should be good.
Yeah, and let's work on our goals.
Yeah, Chris, Kevin and I have goals already. You need to just get some goals.
I got lots of goals. It's just not physical. All right, my goal is gonna podcast every week.
You talked about finance goals, yeah? I was actually thinking about, we should have one where, I don't know if you guys invest, but we should open up like a free, like, I don't know, Webull or Robinhood or whatever, those free accounts, and just for fun, like invest like $10 a month or something into something crazy, like I don't know, like whatever, I don't know, it's just an idea, and be like, at the end of the year, be like, dude, we made like, I don't know, some crazy money.
We made like $20.
$20, yeah. You never know. What if like you put in like crypto and it like boom? Like I've been like finding just random cryptos that are like 0.000000001, like crazy, and I'll just put like $50 in it or $20 and just forget about it and be like, you know what? 2 years from now, if that hits a penny, I got a couple $1,000 or whatever that math is. I'm not good at math, but I'm like, I put in $20 now, or even $100 now, and it freaking shoots up to a penny. I'm freaking a millionaire. I'm hoping. I just need one of them to hit, guys. Just one, not all, but just one. But I'm like, I'm tired of working. I want to retire already, guys.
You're only 40.
I know. It's like I'm just ready, man. I just want to I've been watching like all these finance stuff, and I'm just like, man, I need to figure out a way to make more money. But yeah, we should have some type of finance goals. I thought that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, we can work on that.
Yeah, but all right, guys, you guys have a good one. Be safe.
Yeah,
we should have this is kind of bad, but we should have a bet to see which one of us is going to get COVID first, because I feel like eventually it's going to happen.
Eventually, yeah.
It's going to happen. It's going to happen.
Odds are on you.
I know. I was going to, but I can't put money on myself.
Yeah, that is true.
If I had to pick, my odds are right now, it's on Chris. Because I feel like, Kevin, you don't go out too much because you're at home with your baby. Chris, you're at all these houses, all these people that are rich that probably don't care about COVID. They probably got COVID in the house. You don't know.
Bro, I can isolate myself so easily if I want to.
Yeah. You bowl. I don't know. Like people probably lie and get fake vaccine cards over there because they want to bowl or something. This is one.
AB's not coming to Hawaii anytime soon.
Yeah. All right. You guys have a good one.
Guys.
I will talk to you guys next week.
All right. Shoots.
Shoots.
Take it easy.